Okay guys, this is Galactus, and I'm about to show you a round of zombies going to the Panzermorder as quick as possible. So let's get into it. I got my class already set up, so I'm ready to go. All I gotta do is pick it now. Now I'm gonna show y'all what I like to do, because I think it's the best way to save on points, so you can get all the upgrades you need and all the perks as fast as you possibly can. The first thing that I like to do is pick up this gun right here, the machine pistol, because it's pretty effective, and to refill it only costs 250 points. Next thing I like to do is unlock this gate as soon as possible, because you are on a timer to the next round. Go ahead and turn on both of these valves as quick as you can. Usually you should have time before you at least have one zombie spawn. And even if you do have one spawn, it's going to be around this corner. He's easily picked off. Got one at that window. Do the same. There's 2 gas lines on. Now the perks, or the consumables I chose on this one are refill ammo and the MG15, I think. I can't remember what machine gun it is, but it's a heavy duty machine gun. I usually don't use that because I already have a set group of weapons that I'll pick, and I'll show you that a little later. And the reason I use the weapons that I do pick is because they're highly effective and they're much cheaper, and you can just get ammo right off the wall. Machine gun, you have to wait for someone to either spawn a refill ammo, or you have to hope they have a consumable refill ammo. That's why I choose not to use those. Also, I try to line up zombies, at least in a pair, so I can get somewhat double points from them as I'm shooting them and conserve ammo. Like these guys right here, I know there's one behind them, so even though I didn't conserve as much ammo as I wanted, I still conserved more than what I would have used, just trying to focus all my ammo on one zombie. I usually open up that gate a lot quicker because I use, as far as consumables, I usually use double points and refund coupons, so you can build up as many points as soon as you possibly can. Those refund coupons are the ones that I think are highly effective to moving on to higher rounds faster. And for those of you that you didn't know, if you go over here and turn on the power supply, it gives you an extra 100 points. So if you're playing multiplayer with other people, you'll usually see them race to turn that on. It's because they're trying to get more points. Now I'm already out of ammo for this gun right here. Now you save the pistol that I first start out with, because it is highly effective in the later rounds whenever you upgrade it to bacon and eggs. And I will show you the reason for that as soon as I get there. Now that I've done that, I go down here. Again, a refund coupon would have been really nice at that point, because I would have saved on buying that perk, which is crucial. I'm holding off on my shield right now because it's lower round and I don't really need it right now. But you always want to get sprint. You want to open this up right here because that's crucial to getting everything you need for later rounds. Trying to get the Panzermorder. Now the first door I usually open is this one right over here. The reason why is because that is where the gun that I usually use is at. Right on the wall, down by speed reload. These guys right here I usually let try to build up into a group so I can get more points off them, shooting them all together. That is very useful when you're trying to build up enough points to open a door. Harder to do whenever you're playing multiplayer because a lot of people don't know what you're doing. They're just trying to kill them to get that max ammo quicker. Now for one of the starting perks that I use Grenadier because it gives you 8 grenades. Those grenades come in handy, or whatever you decide to use, whether it's a satchel bomb, doesn't matter. They come in handy later whenever you're trying to do the lightning rod tower. I'll show you that as soon as I get to that. So now that I've opened both these doors, what I'm going to do is kind of run around for a second. Usually on multiplayer it's a lot easier because people are killing the zombies that you're trying to run away from. But if you're by yourself, just be careful when going around corners. Try to take the long route. Like right here, you want to sneak up close to this wall if they're all in a pile right there. That way you don't get trapped. Down here, you have that way or that way. I choose this way most of the time because no zombies are there. And right here, you want to take kind of like cut route, Z. Stick to the wall again. Kind of wait for all of them to build up again. Or you can do this right here. Just kind of sit in this doorway and they'll all build up in that doorway, allowing you to get kind of like double points from zombies. You always want to watch your back because you don't know if some are coming up behind you through the back stairway like one just was. I usually do not use the weapons box because I kind of get ripped off. I never get the weapon I want, and it's just super hard to even get ammo for those weapons. Usually you can just run by these guys real quick, saving them for this section right here. Just kind of zigzagging between them, and once you get them right here in this red circle, that's whenever you want to start killing them, because you want to charge this up right here. Now these guys are going to be kind of slow getting to you, so you just gotta kind of be patient with it. I usually save up my consumable power. Reason why is because you can outrun these guys pretty easily, or they'll just blow themselves up like that. Or you can just bomb them with a grenade and take care of it. Now that the round's done, if you have any kind of bombs, you want to go ahead and get it, because it'll give you a little extra points. It usually does. I don't know if it did right there. It usually gives me about 500 points. Now that I've gotten that part unlocked, I'm going to run upstairs. Again, I'm going to try to group the zombies, because that's the best way to do it whenever you're doing this by yourself. A lot harder, like I said, with other people playing, because they don't know what you're doing. Seems like almost everyone I play with doesn't know the objective of the game to even get to the Panzermorder, so it makes it very difficult. Now, if you haven't done so already at this point, or if you don't have it starting out, I would suggest getting a shield, because they are getting a little bit faster and they hit harder, so they'll knock you down faster. So you go up here, here's this button, you hit the button to move the guy's craft. Like I said, you gotta be careful, because they will bunch up and they will trap you. So what you want to do is get them inside this red circle again, and shoot them inside the red circle. I usually try to bunch them up in this red circle as much as possible, so I can fill it faster. I kind of got that double points a little early, which kind of sucks, but it's alright, because I didn't even need it. The machine is already going, it's already starting. And I got plenty of points to get more ammo for this area right here, because the gun, like I said, is on the wall. I gotta watch out for this guy. He does come out every now and then. There's one in that corner that comes out. I think he already came out. Nope, not yet. Sorry, my remote came undone. Let me take care of that real quick. Okay, so there he goes. There's the big guy. He popped out. And go ahead and pick up that piece for the Tesla gun right there. What I like to do is go ahead and bring it up here to the Tesla gun making machine. So it's missing one part right here, which is the core. I like to bunch them all up because the Geistcraft is working its way back. There it is right there. So now all I do is kind of run around in a circle here, kind of get them all to chase me until this comes back. Then I can kill as many of them as possible in the center while trying to avoid the big guy. Another great reason why I carry a bunch of grenades is because it's kind of hard to kill those guys, and the grenades just make it easier, especially if you're in a bind and don't have any bullets like I am. Now what I'll do for this part is I'll go around here, I'll go ahead and get my ammo, and I'll come back and grab the Tesla gun piece, and there's going to be a Brenner, fire zombie, that comes out. So I'll usually fill up on all my ammo, but right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and unlock this gate over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this right here, make my bullets stronger. That way I'll just make it easier for the round.
Work in progress.
I like it.
I just have to figure out how to do the name.
Okay, so now I'll come back down here, and I'll grab the Tesla gun core, dodge these guys right here. There's the Brenner up there. I'll go ahead and drop this off, come around here. We can get some shots off on him. Now I'll just bring him up here. It's always easier to aim for the head. Now what you want to do on this part right here is you want to go ahead and make the Tesla gun. Come over here, green, blue, green, blue. So you switch this to green. Come around here is the easiest way if you're being chased. So the machines, you have to go in the exact order. So it's green, blue, green, blue. I changed that one to green. Now I have to come down here, change this one to blue. This is the second machine. You have to do them in the correct order. If you don't do them in the correct order, it starts all over. Or if you do them too late, because this is timed. The last one is blue. Now this part right here is a little easier. You can hold them off till you get enough points to open this gate right here that's behind you. Especially if you already have these perks, or if you got them earlier because you had double points as your consumables. And if you want to be on the safe side, you can go ahead and check your ammo, but this one is full. Like I said, this gun does come in handy if you want to save or break your gun. Now what I like to do right here is save a couple of these guys, open the gate, and go ahead and start this machine up right here. Because those guys will give you a max ammo. And all you have to do, if you have Grenadier, it makes it a lot easier. Because you can just throw grenades there. You always want to watch your back right there. Now remember, there's people playing the game that will not know what you're doing, so they will kind of impede what you're doing. That's why it's always good to save your burst if you have it. Those things will save you. And if you want to keep the round going as long as possible and get more points and just really stack them up, go ahead and do this part too. Because they'll be more focused on destroying the machine than trying to get you. Now you do have to watch both the machines, so that will be kind of tough. But if you can store up your consumable or your burst or whatever you may have, it'll make it a lot easier. Now if these go all the way down, you don't complete the round. And remember, all the zombies will die except this big guy right here. He is the only one that won't die whenever that thing goes off. Something good to have if you're doing single player is this one right here, self-revive. Because if you go down and you don't have any self-revives already stored up and consumables, that will pick you up. And you'll automatically have bacon and eggs if you still have the gun you start out with, this one right here. Now, what I usually like to do at this point, I will go ahead and go all the way down to the basement, and I will start unlocking the weapons upgrade. And by the time I'm done, I'll have more than enough to upgrade this gun right here that I'm holding to bacon and eggs. And that is very crucial in getting the Panzermorder out as soon as you possibly can. And I'll show you why as soon as I upgrade. That door I usually open because it's a lot easier to go ahead and get to it. But I didn't open it in this one because I kind of forgot about that door. And now that I'm trying to save points to make sure I can upgrade, I'm going to try my best to avoid opening any doors. These only cost $250, so you want to make sure you have at least 800 points saved up just to open the gates by themselves. So that was the first one I just showed you. There's 3 of them. There's one back over here. These you don't have to do in any particular order or anything. All this does is open up the weapons upgrade system. Now every now and then there will be a zombie that pops out of these tubes trying to get you, so don't just try to rush in there and hurry up and get it. So that was the second one. The third and final one to open up to upgrade your weapons is right here. Now, if you've already gone to this part right here, don't even worry about the other zombies. Those will give you points as you keep going. You might want to take care of the big zombie, but I can take care of him later. What I'm going to try to do now is go ahead and start bringing out the Zeppelin. The Zeppelin is the big old blimp that you see that shoots at you and has glowing yellow lights. What you want to do is you want to shoot at any particular light. And if you have bacon and eggs, which I'm about to show you, you will be able to do it much faster. So you come back here, activate the hand right there that I just showed you. You come back out to the main center of the town, and you should see the Zeppelin floating out. Like I said, the big guy might give you a little trouble, but there's the Zeppelin right there. Now with bacon and eggs, you don't have to worry about getting the pieces down, see? So with bacon and eggs, you can get those down a whole lot faster just by shooting because they explode. It's like grenades hitting it. Now with these right here, bacon and eggs is probably the best gun to use in the zombies mode because it will help you out and save you so much. Especially when dealing with these bigger guys right here. What you gotta do is you gotta charge this thing up right here by killing zombies in this red circle. And to get all 3 of them, bacon and eggs is the easiest way to get them down. And if you have multiple people in multiplayer who know this, you can get that thing down a whole lot faster. Now you do want to watch out for the fire zombie because he will mess you up very quick. Now the reason I saved that power up is for running through here. Because if you're by yourself, and a lot of people don't know this in the game, you can stick to the walls pretty easily and avoid those zombies. And running through here, stick to this wall and you can avoid the zombie coming through that window right there. Now the hard part is going to be getting down to the very bottom, because you have fast zombies that are chasing you if you're on level 15, or you have these guys in here that are already down here. So you want to drop this off, and we go ahead and run out of here. Use your consumable if you have it, it'll help you out. Now what I usually do is go ahead and knock down another Zeppelin core. So what I'll do is I'll come down here again and I'll refill my bacon and eggs. And the Zeppelin usually is right out about here. And you can do the same thing. Just look up, he'll be here. See how easily that comes down? Now you just run through here, and you can stock up on points right here, having these guys run out. And because I'm on wave 15, I'm going to get a max ammo. So that'll help out tremendously, and I'll be able to fill this thing up as much as possible. Now what you want to do, if you can, is you want to save at least one zombie or have one crawler. That way, whenever you're taking this downstairs,